A warrior's heart beats strongest when faced with the fiercest storm. Discipline is the silent promise to never abandon your path. Grit is the quiet refusal to accept defeat as the final answer. Resilience is the power to stand tall even when the ground crumbles beneath you. A wounded warrior knows that true strength is born in the darkest hours. Discipline sharpens the blade that cuts through life's obstacles. Grit isn't loud. It's the quiet determination that outlasts the noise. Resilience is like a river. It bends, but it never breaks. A warrior's scars are not a sign of pain, but of the strength to keep going. Discipline is the backbone of every great achievement. Grit is the force that pushes you forward when everything else pulls you back. Resilience is the fire that burns within, no matter how cold the world gets. A wounded warrior finds strength in the scars that once caused pain. Discipline turns obstacles into stepping stones. Grit is the grit beneath your fingernails after clawing through adversity. Resilience isn't about escaping the storm. It's about learning to thrive in it. A warrior's spirit never breaks. It bends, adapts, and becomes stronger. Discipline is the quiet force that builds empires from within. Grit isn't measured by the battles you've won, but by the battles you continue to fight. Resilience is the strength to rebuild even when everything has fallen apart. A wounded warrior learns to dance in the rain that once soaked their soul. Discipline isn't glamorous. It's the hard work done when no one is watching. Grit is the unshakable will that stands firm in the face of overwhelming odds. Resilience means finding the light even in the deepest darkness. A warrior's scars are the canvas on which their story of strength is painted. Discipline is the compass that keeps you moving forward, even when lost. Grit is not about how fast you move, but how long you last. Resilience is the art of turning failure into fuel for future success. A wounded warrior discovers that every scar tells a story of survival. Discipline builds bridges over chasms of doubt and fear. Grit is the stubborn seed that grows in the most barren soil. Resilience is the warrior's power to rise, time and time again. A warrior's scars are reminders that they were strong enough to fight back. Discipline is what turns ambition into achievement, step by step. Grit is the strength to keep climbing even when the mountain seems insurmountable. Resilience is found in the moments when giving up feels like the only option, but you don't. A wounded warrior knows that healing isn't the end. It's the beginning of something stronger. Discipline is the quiet resolve that guides you through the longest nights. Grit is refusing to stop, even when every muscle aches for rest. Resilience is the art of growing in the spaces where nothing else survives. A warrior's scars are the ink that writes their legacy of courage. Discipline is the hammer that shapes the iron will of a warrior. Grit is what separates those who merely dream from those who achieve. Resilience is not found in the absence of difficulty, but in thriving through it. A wounded warrior's greatest weapon is their unbreakable spirit. Discipline is the quiet consistency that turns goals into reality. Grit is the relentless pursuit of victory, no matter how far away it seems. Resilience is the power to turn setbacks into stepping stones. A warrior's scars are badges of honor worn on the battlefield of life. Discipline is the glue that holds together dreams during the toughest times. Grit is the strength to face the impossible and make it possible. Resilience is found in the choice to rise, even after 1,000 falls. A wounded warrior knows that scars are not limitations, but testaments to strength. Discipline is the fire that burns away doubt, leaving only resolve. Grit is the quiet force that builds castles from the ruins of defeat. Resilience is the art of staying true to your purpose, no matter the obstacles. A warrior's scars are the proof that they faced the storm and came out stronger. Discipline is the steady hand that guides you through the chaos. Grit is not about how hard you fight, but how long you're willing to keep going. Resilience is the quiet strength to move mountains, one stone at a time. A wounded warrior's scars are the battlefields where they earned their victory. Discipline is the quiet endurance that keeps you moving forward, even in stillness. Grit is the stubborn refusal to let pain define your path. Resilience is the strength to see the horizon, even when the road is rough. A warrior's scars are the price they paid for a future worth fighting for. Discipline is the chain that connects desire with determination. Grit is the will to persist, even when progress is slow. Resilience is the art of finding hope in the midst of hardship. A wounded warrior's scars are not signs of weakness, but marks of unyielding strength. Discipline is the foundation upon which all success is built. Grit is the willingness to fight the same battle, over and over, until it's won. Resilience is the quiet strength that carries you when all else has failed. A warrior's scars are the silent echoes of battles fought and won. Discipline is the power to push through when all motivation is lost. Grit is the determination to see things through, no matter the cost. Resilience is the ability to rise from the ashes, stronger and more determined. A wounded warrior's scars are the roadmap to a life well fought. Discipline is the art of turning dreams into plans, and plans into reality. Grit is the force that turns obstacles into opportunities. Resilience is the power to rebuild, even when you've been torn apart. A warrior's scars are not the end of the story. They are the proof of a new beginning. Discipline is the foundation that carries you through life's toughest tests. Grit is the determination to keep going, even when the road is long. Resilience is the art of turning every fall into a rise. A wounded warrior's scars are the proof that strength comes from survival. Discipline is the quiet resolve that outlasts every storm. Grit is the strength to stand firm, even when the world shakes beneath your feet. Resilience is not just surviving, it's thriving in the face of adversity. A warrior's scars are the symbols of their battles won through grit and grace. Discipline is the art of staying focused, even when distractions are loud. Grit is the power to push forward when the road gets rough. Resilience is the strength to keep moving forward, no matter how many times you're knocked down. A wounded warrior learns that every scar carries the lesson of persistence. Discipline is the anchor that holds you steady in the face of life's storms. Grit is the quiet courage that turns dreams into destiny. Resilience is the warrior's answer to every challenge that comes their way. A warrior's scars are not the marks of pain, but of progress. Discipline is the backbone that keeps you standing tall when life tries to break you. Grit is the strength to keep running, even when the finish line is out of sight. Resilience is the art of turning the impossible into the inevitable.